Dr. Melfi is one of the more morally upstanding characters on the show, but even she's not perfect, as the most evil thing she does in the show is repeatedly enable and even help with Tony's criminal empire. While I understand that as a psychiatrist, Melfi has a duty to care for Tony to the best of her ability, even if she doesn't agree with all of his actions, simply keeping him on as a patient puts her in jeopardy, therefore puts the rest of her patients in jeopardy. And a good example of this was at the end of season 1, where she was forced to go into hiding when Uncle Junior feared that Tony might be blabbing too much during his therapy sessions. By the time the issue was resolved, 2 of her patients had taken their own lives.
How many more people have to die for your personal growth?
But rather than learning from this lesson, she decides to take Tony back as a patient with open arms. In my opinion, this is practically professional misconduct. It's putting Tony's mental health above that of all of her other patients. On top of that, she's fully aware that Tony is using lessons from her therapy sessions in order to become a more effective mafia boss. She even gives him a recommended reading list for being a more effective criminal.
Been reading that book you told me about. The Art of War by Sun Tzu.
If you ask me, she's basically an accessory to all of his crimes. Had she simply allowed him to keep passing out randomly like a fainting goat, countless people would still be alive. Sure, she eventually saw the light and refused to treat him once she realized that he was irredeemable, but this was several years too late.
As a doctor, I think what you're doing is immoral.